Welcome back, everybody, to another day of Rain World Lockout Bingo. I am Drecky Ormer here with
Sigma, and we are here to spin the wheel. Our vetoes this time around have been Saint and Artificer from the teams, and therefore 2 set slices from each of the characters have been removed, so there's a less likely chance to land on them, and we shall see. It's going to be landing on Monk.
For a minute, I thought we were going to get a Gourmand, but it looks like it is the Monkiest.
Looks like
not a bad skunk.
Yeah, it looks like Monk is gonna be. It's basically neck and neck with Hunter, with the amount of games played. I think, we've seen a lot of Hunter hate of being like, wow, Bingo looks inside Hunter, wow, but I think Monk is getting up there as well.
Yeah, well, week 2, I believe, was dominated by Monk. This week 3 has been kind of a mix of Spearmaster, Hunter, and Monk. They've sort of been fighting neck and neck. Really not getting a lot of Rivulet, Saint, Gourmand love. I think those are kind of our least played Scugs, like, overall still.
What I'm surprised about is, like, Rivulet has not been vetoed at all. If they have been, it's like a very low amount, and they still just haven't been rolled.
It is very strange,
especially because the wheel right now with our current veto system, we don't re-roll it again, so it truly is just up to random chance, and we're just getting Monk back to back or Hunter. All of these characters, Gourmand had a pretty good chance, like Rivulet had a pretty good chance of getting rolled, but the wheel decides that it's Monk time. We've been getting suspicions that maybe the wheel isn't as random as we think, but I think that might be bias.
It certainly is the banana-iest of times. It certainly helps as far as, I imagine the one of our teams, this is their second game for the day, they're going to appreciate going into a Monk game.
Since they have just completed a stressful RD match, it's going to be a little bit more chill. But the thing is that because Monk is so chill and can do whatever he wants to the creatures because of the high rep, the board makers just have fun.
All right, and now we have our board. You want to start us off on the top?
Alrighty. For starting from the top left, we have Earn the Dragonslayer passage, Bomb the Outskirts toll, Eat 7 Slime Mold, pin 2 Sandwings in Sky Islands, and obtain the Chimney Canopy Echo.
In the second row, we have store 2 colored pearls in the Piped Yards, befriend a blue lizard, find the Drainage Vista, transport a Vulture Grub out of Chimney Canopy, and store 4 popcorn plants. Popcorn plants? Firecracker plants.
They both are plants. Then we have on the third row, enter Subterranean. Obtain the Big Spider unlock. On the middle square we have steal 6 pearls from Scoundrel Tolls. A Hazer through 4 gates. And kill 3 pole plants.
In the fourth row, we have store 4 Spore Puffs. Get the Scavenger unlock. Take the Cloak to Moon, get the Vulture unlock, and score 115 points across multiple cycles.
Then we have eat 3 Noodleflies, dodge a Leviathan's Bite, get to the Farmer's Echo, drop a Noodlefly in the Subterranean Depths Pit, and collect 6 Color Pearls.
All right, this is a fairly interesting board. It looks like the board name is board equals real. So, I mean, that is technically true. The board is real.
No. The board name is how silly can I make my board names? Is it ripping it if I've made a super long name to this pool's board A fool's board with awesome goals and a similarly awesome name. A name just so awesome that you might not have noticed that the font size for long is 13 instead of 12.
See, I wasn't just going to read that. I was going to truncate it. You know, I feel like it's not a proper title unless it's like it needs to be snappy. It needs to be short.
It really does, yeah.
You know, if I need to take a breath, if there is a period, if it is a sentence, that's not a name, that's a statement.
Can you tell who made this board? It's lightning. It's freaking lightning.
But certainly is a board with a little bit in a lot of places. We haven't seen a drop thing down the pit goal in a long while. I feel like that bottom row is going to be the least likely bingo because you've got drop the pit, which is already onerous, dodge the Leviathan, you know, hit 6 colored pearls. Like there's a lot of stuff on that very bottom row.
Very time consuming, especially because Monk only has one Leviathan in Shoreline. And Farmer's Echo also can be sometimes annoying, though it is worth noting that Bomb in the Outskirts Tool can kind of go hand in hand with the Farmer's Echo if you do it in conjunction.
Look, there may only be one Leviathan in Shoreline, but you know where there's 3 Leviathans?
Submerged infrastructure isn't real.
I want to see someone go to submerged superstructure just to get the dodge Leviathan.
There is absolutely no way that will ever be happening.
Come on! What are the odds?
But it is worth noting that most of this board seems to be very straightforward in its objectives. A lot of go to this place, do X thing. Not a lot of combat. At most, we have pinning the Sandwings and Sky Island. So this will be a very straightforward go around places board.
Yeah, I wonder how difficult, like the hazer through 4 gates actually is going to take them through a while. Stealing, I feel like stealing pearls isn't so bad if it's the toll that they bomb in I don't know what SU
looks like we're starting. I believe this is a random spawn, and this is Pipe Yard. I'm gonna have to venture a guess. The coloration seems like Pipe Yard. No, this is the outskirts Spearmaster shelter.
The secret Spearmaster. All right, that's a very interesting spot. I didn't realize that it could drop them there.
This is a pretty normal spawn as far as spawns are concerned. We're not really concerned about them getting stuck, though it is very linear, at least for now.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before we see our players split up. I guess the question is how they're going to divide. Whoever goes to do the, since the toll isn't a bomb and pass, they could bomb and then just not go to farm arrays, which might, I don't know. I could see someone going through to farm arrays for the noodles.
True. Farm arrays could be nice even without the bomb. Maybe you get the bomb as you enter back through outskirts from farm arrays after you finish doing whatever you need to do in farm arrays, because getting a bomb in outskirts is not the easiest, because you don't have an easy access to the toll, or rather to a treasury, so I don't know where you would exactly find it. Is the hazer real? Let me actually go and check in outskirts.
Yeah, there are hazers.
It is in fact not real for Monk. It is not real on the way to drainage. Most characters do have a hazer there.
Oh, on the way to drain. Okay, on the way to. I'm thinking of the. Oh wait, hazer. I'm mixing up hazer and squid cicadas.
They both are squid-like.
There is a dead hazer if they want to do it as hard as possible and not eat it.
Oh wait, I might have not had placed objects on. I may be silly. Yes, there is a dead hazer. Yeah. A dead hazer is a lot more annoying because you can't stomach it.
Yeah, I think it'd be better if they either go to drainage and grab one of the live hazers, and then finesse through there, or if they go through industrial and get the typical hazer over there. I'm trying to figure out where these unlock. I know the vulture unlock is going to take them to chimney canopy, but where's the scavenger and spider?
Scavenger is in the scavenger fort after the surface toll, and the big spider unlock is just somewhere in shaded citadel. I know that it's not very specific, but you know. Oh, it's about to rain on Sheldon's screen. I believe he will be able to get to the shelter soon enough. I think it should be fairly chill. We have Tesla sleeping, also about to rain on Tesla's screen.
Yeah, if the fun thing about outskirts, the area they were, if you are satiated and you pass a certain area in the tutorial, it instantly puts you in cycle over time state, which is why.
Was that what happened?
Yes.
Really? Yeah, that happened in Bingo as well? Because I know that's the case, but I didn't realize that would happen in Bingo too. I thought it would be like I guess that would have only happened once. Huh.
Yeah, it's only if you start like before the tutorial area, and since that shelter takes them through the tutorial area, it can, it all counts. Ooh, Sheldon do a nice pole flip to get to the top of the blueberries.
Looks like they're farming up karma, which is both very useful for the entering drainage with Switch Karma 4 and farm raise with Switch Karma 5. I have to wonder if any of the teams are thinking about entering sub from drainage system. Although it is a long path, it is a fairly simple square to get. Especially with the drainage vista also being there.
Dota is already going through a gate. That has to be the...
That's industrial.
That's to industrial, yeah.
Looks like they're going to be further ahead than most. They might be able to tame the blue lizard in industrial, and they also might get a head start on the hazer if they go and grab the hazer. Worth noting that there is a new tag in industrial that you can get that is on the very top side of industrial. Though that will only yield 2 newts and not 3, so.
I mean, 2 makes it pretty easy still, because you only need 3. Dota doing a lot of crawl turn vaults to get up to high places. It seems like all of our games are having some movement shenanigans.
The humble poles on the right.
Sheldon and Tesla Coil are entering industrial as well. Industrial, the Swiss Army region of Rain World. No one can quit it. The addiction holds everyone tightly. Luna seems to be considering another path.
Looks like they're heading towards drainage system. Though they could make a turn here and head towards farm raise, but I have to imagine that they would go for drainage system. Though I would have to wonder if they're going there just for the vista, or if they're actually going to make their way over to maybe drainage into garbage wastes.
We'll have to see if Red, if this is going to be the starting point of Red's advantage, because the sooner you split up and can attack multiple goals, the better your position to...
Luna's killing the pole plant. It's a very funny... So, Monk always has to hit a pole plant twice, because they don't deal enough damage to just kill them in one shot like most characters. I'm not sure what Luna is currently doing. I think they should just stab the pole plant again. Not too sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're afraid of the green lizard.
You would surely just stab the pole plant anyway. Though this pole plant is rendered completely harmless now. They could grab it and not be gotten. Oh, looks like they've did go ahead and got it. Oh. Though in the process they dropped the cloak and they got it back. It is worth noting that we have the cloak here, which makes the runner spawn with the cloak, courtesy of our creator of the goal here, Dreki. And you have to bring it to Moon. And to anyone who's wondering if it takes up any slots, like in your hands or otherwise, it does not. It is completely free to just use.
Book is a very special item, which is why it was really nice to get that added as an option. Sheldon seems to be going for storing I keep wanting to say popcorn plants, firecracker plants in the shelter at the in the water pit.
Oh, there is a lot over here.
Yeah, yep. So it looks like they're going to be getting that kind of uncontested. Tesla coil seems to be going on through, possibly beelining for chimney or shaded.
I'm a little confused though, because I think around this vicinity there's only around 3 firecracker plants. So I wonder if they're gonna enter garbage waste and bring one of those back to that shelter. At that point, you might as well just bring the 3 with you, 1 in your stomach, 2 in your hands, and try and do it all. Or maybe no, Sheldon wants to do hazer progress. That makes sense.
Yeah, another good reason to be going down into that location.
Dota takes an unfortunate death against the Blue Lizard. In the meantime, we have Tesla Coil considering going to Shaded, maybe.
Either going to Shaded, or they might be getting the popcorn plants on that upper area. Sheldon locking in the firecracker goal.
These firecrackers are real here. I've forgotten about them. But, I wonder where Sheldon got all 4. I wonder if there are actually 4 there? Tesla was going for that goal too, but seeing as that was locked in, Tesla will surely pivot into a different goal.
Oh, did Tesla get the grub? They might take the grub into Chimney Canopy. And then go from Chimney Canopy into another region. I believe that still counts for the take a grub out of Chimney Canopy.
I mean, if you're entering Chimney Canopy from Industrial, there are the grubs there anyway, so I imagine the detour probably wouldn't be worth. I just checked, and there are, in fact, in that general area that Sheldon was in, there are 4. So I was incorrect. I thought there was only 3.
Tesla? They still have a firecracker in hand, but I mean, it is a useful item anyway. Dota seems to be going up to Chimney Canopy. Luna Pro has entered Drainage System. So it seems they are going to be hunting for that Drainage Vista.
Sheldon on the prowl for this pole plant. Just throwing a rock at him.
Where that Vista is.
I have to wonder. There can be in really convenient spots, or there's one that is very, very out of the way, and that hopefully it isn't that one. Now, with Tesla and Dota, looks like Tesla might be reconsidering heading to Chimney, seeing as Dota will also be doing that. So maybe they don't want to double up like that. I would have to think that you would be considering maybe entering Pipe Yard for both entry sub and store color pearls in Pipe Yard could be a nice goal to go for. Looks like Dota got the dead boost in this room and got a little bit of a boost from there.
2 pearls in Pipe Yard isn't too bad. It basically means you need to bring the Industrial and then take it into Pipe Yard and grab that one as well.
Tesla found a Blue Lizard, has a Centipede, tamed the Blue Lizard. This is a pretty big goal for Blue Team. As soon as he's able to lock it in, he's going to drop down and surely, or not.
All right, so the Drainage Vista is the annoying one. The one at the very bottom, AO5.
Oh no.
Actually,
at the very further left, just further to the left.
Just at the bottom, as if you're going to take drainage to garbage wastes. Now, we do allow Monk Extended Breath, which actually makes Monk have more breath than Survivor. In addition, there are a lot of bubbleweed in that whole area. So it's not too bad, but it basically means you are going to garbage waste. And there's not too much they can do in garbage wastes that I can see on this board. You might as well as just double back to Industrial, or I mean, you could go through
I feel like
shoreline
there's
and get the.
plenty.
You could dodge and
On
get. It.
on garbage waste, you can obviously head to shoreline, but also there's the scavenger unlock, steal pearls from the toll, and you could procure a scavenger bomb from the treasury and then passage back to outskirts to then bomb the outskirts toll, perhaps.
True.
Oh, and there's your beloved shaded connection in garbage waste.
I would be surprised if they take that pass. Because you do have to go past a scavenger toll, although mugging a scavenger toll is something they need to do.
In all, because the unlock is inside the fortress, it is kind of on the way to Shaded Citadel if you just keep going, so it's not completely unreasonable. Looks like Tesla will be heading towards Papier with a Hazer in their hand and presumably a Color Pearl in their stomach. Luna Pro unfortunately took a death in drainage.
I was gonna say that would be interesting. They could leave the Hazer and the Pearl, go get the Pipe Yard Pearl, bring it back to the same shelter, spit up the Pearl, so they'll get the 2 pearls, and then they can immediately store that Hazer while still getting gate progress by taking it through Pipe Yard.
For sure, though Tesla seems to be going up. Not too sure what he's going for. Looks like Dota entered Chimney, but he's
probably going for the Noodlefly egg over there.
I guess so.
Although that's a lot of things to be carrying.
Though, like we said, okay, never mind. Not sure what this roundabout way is about, though I kind of want to point out that Dota is currently on the way to the Vulture unlock, has entered Chimney, is more concerned about going up because bringing a Vulture grub out of Chimney has not been done when they could have. Looks like Sheldon will be doing that.
Looks like Luna Pro is going through the depths of drainage and will eventually come across the Vista. They're also going to be able to grab a Hazer here and possibly shove it in their stomach to take it through gates. And it looks like they are... Yep, they are looking at possibly going to Shoreline eventually. Saw them mousing over the Leviathan as well as the Newt down the pit. Sheldon... Looks like they grabbed the grub out of Chimney Canopy, and I think they're beelining for the shelter just to immediately lock that in because Blue has not.
It is another goal on the way. It would prevent, like, any goal goes a long way towards securing a nice position in the match. Prevents plenty of bingo, prevents that diagonal, prevents the column. I have to wonder though. Tesla went back and now he's going to Pipe Yard. I think he took that roundabout connection and I assume he has the blue color pearl from Pipe Yard now in his hand. I think? I can only assume. Now, I believe Dota has passed or will be coming across the Vulture unlock soon? I'm actually not too sure where it is. It's in a very strange room, is what I remember.
It's in like the upper area, sort of like
kind of like on the right
side.
side. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they've already come across it for sure.
Where the upper grub is, you know where the upper grub room is in Chimney Canopy. You just kind of go right 2 screens from there.
Dota is now just leaving that room, so. I can only assume that they've already gone through and grabbed said unlock, and now they're just going up.
Yeah. Tesla Coil
in the meantime,
making their way through the Pipe Yards. Luna looks to be scouring the map for where the possible drainage vistas are. Hopefully they're not too mixed up after the Artificer's version of drainage. They dealt with a lot of the upper area, not so much the lower area. Sheldon...
going to Shaded Citadel. Yeah. I have to wonder if Tesla is intending on having this Hazer through 4 gates. I have to wonder where he actually goes from Pipe Yard.
2 pearls. They're not even gonna have to go for the Pipe Yard Pearl. Oh, that's gonna save them so much time.
Where did he get the second color pearl? I wonder if he went to the room, that top room that we were wondering why he was going there, there is a thing called a miscellaneous pearl. I wonder if that counts as a color pearl.
Looking pearl. Yeah, I wonder if that pink looking pearl, because it is up there. I've never really interacted with those, and if that does count as colored, that would be interesting. It does seem like Tesla is continuing on through. My question is if Tesla is going to make use of pipe yards to go left to right and cheese to Sky Islands, or if they may go down and head to one of the other areas, because pipe yard connects to so many locations. They go straight to shoreline if they wished.
That is true. Though Sump Tunnel is a pretty long connection. Now they've just locked the Vulture mask, the Vulture unlock, not the Vulture mask unlock. That is a different unlock. Yeah, now they're setting up a pretty nice top left to bottom right diagonal, though those squares seem a little sketchy. That's a lot of scavenger on Tesla's screen. Looks like Tesla will be heading back into Industrial from Pipe Yard. I agree with this. It would take him a pretty long while to get to Sky Islands from this position.
Left to right is hard to traverse, but if Tesla was confident in it, it would actually be really big, because Sky Island is the place colored pearls are at, and he's already at least touched 2. And if Blue could get the touch 6 colored pearls really fast, you know, they're really threatening a nice diagonal here, and they've kind of gotten the easy goals already. For sure. Dota is also getting the Echo for Chimney Canopy, which is going to shut down 2 of Red's possible bingos and continue threatening other places on the board.
I imagine that Tesla wouldn't commit to the Pipe here to Sky Islands purely because Dota is kind of right there to enter Sky Islands, even though that Tesla does have probably the head start on color pearls anyways, but
true. Teams are doing pretty good about making sure they're all split up. Luna has finally located the drainage vista. Now, even though Blue has a nice diagonal they're building up steam towards, Red might actually start sweeping in with a center column. Sheldon is storing those floor goop moss. Luna has the drainage vista. Luna is the closest to bringing the cloak to Moon. Both teams are probably going to have to knife fight over stealing pearls from scavengers, and no one's really close to contest the farm arrays Echo.
That is 100% true. Though because they're Star Wars and outskirts, the fact that any of the team could potentially passage back to outskirts and head towards farm arrays is a pretty interesting dynamic that we don't usually see be there very often. Though I would have to say that Sheldon would probably be the one who would be heading towards Shoreline, if possible, seeing as Luna heading towards Sub?
I think Luna is probably just backtracking to. They could go to. Ooh, they could enter Subterranean. That would that would just instantly pop and threaten both center column and center row, and then it would kind of be a race for the hazer through gates from both teams. Have got players working on it.
And looks like Sheldon has eaten enough goop and will be able to lock in the eat slime mold goal.
Amazing. Dota is entering Sky Islands.
Dota will be able to get both the pinning the center wings in Sky Islands and also killing the pole plants, as they are abundant in Sky Islands.
True, there are quite a few, including the sneaky horizontal ones that kind of sneak up on you at times. Luna is committing to go to Subterranean. So be very interesting. The one downside of Subterranean is you do kind of dead end yourself in a lot of ways, but there is that passage. They might just be looking to get all the stuff down there and then just skedaddle on out.
Going back up. That's the wrong path. Whoops. Gotta go back down. It's. I feel like it's definitely gonna come down to stealing the pearls from the toll, and we're about to just see, in a few moments, all runners kind of probably shift towards that, and it's gonna be very interesting. Farmer's toll is not the toll to go for this, so it's either gonna be. Oh, it's about to rain on Luna's screen. Oh no.
Luna, there's plenty of time. There's a shelter right here, and there's a shelter on the other side. So, honestly,
Oh
I
no!
think, oh
No
no,
food! Oh wait, no, they have a grub. Okay, just eat the grub.
they could. Honestly, I think
Right?
Luna could starve just fine here because there is a lot of food on the other side of the gate.
I
I
don't
think taking the starve isn't too threatening here.
Well, I guess I don't see any reason for the starve. I think they're assuming the shelter would be closing because they had the food in their hand, but I don't think they've fully realized what that meant.
Sheldon's leaving Shaded Citadel. Luna did take a starve, honestly, but no, the reason I think starving here might actually be a good play, even if it's by accident, is they would.
Oh yeah, the lily puck.
Oh, they get the lily puck. Okay, so lily puck, there's 4 blueberries on the other side of the gate, which will put them full, which means they're no longer starving. Now the question is, are they going to be? No.
What? No.
No.
What is
No,
this?
Luna!
You surely enters a
don't-
sub. Oh, this is gonna.
I
be
don't think
torture.
Luna knows about the blueberries on the other side. I don't think they're
This is gonna be
familiar with this
torture.
route.
I mean, you surely just enter sub, just for the square, and you figure it out from there. Oh, going out there while starving.
This is dangerous because if they die while starving, they're gonna lose the vista as well, because you have to not be starving when resting for it to lock in.
Yeah. Oh, this is hard to.
They're a little bit lucky
I must
that
look away.
blue isn't threatening it, although Tesla is back at the bottom of chimney.
Not too sure what happened with Dota, seeing as he's entering Sky Islands again. In the meantime, Sheldon did not commit towards Shoreline, which is interesting. I wonder what he's gonna go for.
I wonder if Tesla is gonna go to Outskirts and then Farm Arrays, because they've had the Hazer through Pipe Yard to Chimney. Outskirts and Farm Arrays would be 4, and they're all pretty close together. Or he could go Shaded, rest there, and then go to Outskirts.
I kind of forgot that they have to
just for that.
True. I was gonna say I kind of forgot, even though it is kind of worth noting that we mentioned passages a few times, but it would nuke the Hazer in their stomach.
Absolutely.
And therefore would lose all the progress on that. I can only hope that this works out for Luna, because it would actually be heartbreaking.
It would be a heart. Yeah.
I have to. I don't know.
It's gonna be suffering if Luna is gonna go so far out of their way just to get food, and then backtracks just to go across subterranean, because they're gonna cross that gate, go into the next room, and see the 4 blue fruit dangling right there, the 2 pairs of gooey ducks hanging down in just a screen away. It's just, in bingo, like, time is precious.
With enter a sub being a pretty straightforward goal of just entering sub, I feel like if you want to just a quick in and out of sub, usually drainage is the way to go if you don't want to cross through the entirety of farm arrays. So it is kind of whack to see it, though it is worth noting that during the games it's kind of hard to keep track of everything that one can do at any given point, though it is especially a big sting to be next to the gate and not go through it. But in any case, we have Dota currently gonna go and hunt down the Center Wings. Most likely.
Tesla has entered Shaded Citadel. Now the question is, they're immediately sheltering.
This is good.
We're gonna see if they're gonna backtrack immediately or if they're gonna continue on to somewhere else. I mean, it'll get them the Hazer goal, which will be an important block, but it is a lot of time spent running back and forth for just 1 goal? I don't know. We'll have to see if it pays off for them. Sheldon
At this point, you'd surely, if you're Tesla Coil, you'd surely just commit and go to Shoreline. There's plenty of stuff to do in Shoreline. Looks like that is, in fact, the case.
Oh, they are continuing through. That would be interesting. Yeah, because Shoreline would still give it to them, as well as put them in a position to do something productive, namely Leviathan, Moon,
and even some
Subterranean if they're feeling particularly ambitious.
Oh, it is fairly reasonable way to enter sub as well. It is kind of worth noting that there are 3 color pearls in Shoreline that are fairly reasonable to get, especially since you are on the way to Moon anyway.
The pink lizard in Shaded has gone very far and has Tesla thankfully wounded the pink lizard enough that it dropped him. He almost had a bad time. Sheldon entering Outskirts. And it does look like Luna is backtracking to Outskirts too. I don't know. I feel like Red has kind of been making a misplay. They're starting to bunch up rather than stay spread out and get different goals.
We already kind of went over the possible mistake that Luna has made in their routing, though I kind of have to wonder what Sheldon is going for. He's surely thinking about going to Farmrise through Outskirts, but he must be believing on the goal of the Hazer, because otherwise you would just passage back to Outskirts.
Yeah, it looks like Sheldon is eyeballing the bomb the toll, so he might be looking to go bomb the toll and pass into Farmarays with the Hazer, and then possibly get the Farmarays Echo as their play. I also see them. He's taking pearls with him to pay the toll, so he's going to do the old pay and bomb strategy, which I think works pretty. I don't know.
Yes.
The Farmarays toll is a bit. You don't have a large flat plane, so I feel like the angle is rough.
Looks like Luna has been able to lock in, which is, I'm so glad for them to not be able for them to not have to go through all that again.
Absolutely.
In the meantime, we can see Dota has gotten some progress on the Centerwing goal.
Dota may also be the closest to Dragon Slayer, having passed through Chimney, being in Sky Islands. The pink, white, blue, and yellow lizards all being possible kills they have gotten.
Try to vault even though the humble short. No! No!
Movement tech nerd rightfully punished.
Yeah. The humble shortcut on the left.
I hate to see it, but you kind of love to see it too.
Yeah. Sheldon went past baby Newt. Could have maybe grabbed that one.
I mean, Sheldon has a pearl. They have a bomb. I think it's very obvious what they're going for.
That is true. So they might be just
They should at least eat the Newt to get some progress. I think Tesla was in the shaded colored pearl room. I don't know if they went and give it a little touch.
Where are they right now? Are they on the way to garbage waste? Oh. The shaded garbage connection is going to be real. Rejoice, Draki.
Not often people go shaded to garbage waste. I would have thought going to Shoreline would be better.
Yeah, especially because if you are doing this, I suppose it is a gate, but so is Shoreline.
They might be thinking of mugging the tolls over in garbage waste. Because there are 2 tolls they can be taking from.
That is true. Though, you would think you would go for that. I mean, it is the middle square, but the easiest toll to steal pearls from is the toll that is closest to the Shoreline gate. And if that's the case, you would go to Shoreline and then garbage waste. But I suppose this might be just a priority of squares.
Looks like Luna is actually going back through drainage to garbage wastes. They didn't grab a bubbleweed, I hope they don't regret that. Bubble
Sheldon
is
is
very
passing
important.
through and will now bomb.
Yep.
Big
It's also going to
hit.
give them a lot of points, too.
Though it is 115 points, that is still quite a lot of grind to go through.
Very true. Oh no.
Tesla in the scav shop room. It seems like Tesla is a little lost on where to go. This kind of loops around a bit. He finally found the correct way, but you have, if you're Sheldon here, do you go and activate the echo? Or do you sleep immediately?
I would sleep immediately. You keep the progress that you can get. Because he could go to the echo and come back, or he could go to the echo, die, starve, and go to the echo. You know, I think it's better for that. But Dota eschewing having a single.
Oh, Sheldon got the hazer through gates as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a reversal. Blue was looking good, but now that center square is becoming a linchpin for both teams. Dota, instead of using a squid cicada, had some did a couple EI hops through the getting to the left side of Sky Islands.
It was very clean.
But now they're spearless and being chased by a Centawing. Their spears embedded in the wall.
A crying shame. Movement nerd receives rightful punishment. Every time someone does good movement, they will get karma back. You have to pay to get good movement. You gotta pay in bad luck.
Luna entering garbage waste about the time that Tesla does. Each of them doing it
No!
in opposite directions.
The spear has been embedded in Dota's screen again.
Monk spear. You know, it does randomized damage, often less than 1, but still strong enough to get stuck in a wall, so they can't take it out.
Looks like they'll be able to get the kill pole plant goal here as well.
As long as they don't keep embedding it into walls. Sheldon. Oh, Sheldon's getting the spore puffs. Sheldon's going to be getting a huge coup.
Oh,
they're going to get the echo. They're going to get the spore puffs.
And they're going to probably be able to hatch newts as well. And those will be probably pretty good. I have to, yeah, it didn't really dawn on me that the Spore Puff goal was here on the board and real and can hurt you.
Can hurt you.
I mean, at least it was neat to see Tesla use this garbage waste connection.
Absolutely. We'll have to see if Tesla can steal that center square, because I think that'll be a really big swing to put them back in the game, because it's going to block off 2 dangerous combos that Red is building momentum on, and also further sets up Blue with their own threats.
That could be a real fight because then Red Team would likely be forced to...
Sheldon's got by the secret pole plant.
So you can get out of this. It's just really, really awkward. I don't know. Sheldon might be stuck here a while. You have to do some weird finagling to get out of this, but...
World's weakest pole plant. Anyone else would have been slorped by now.
We've seen this happen once before to Twizzlet, I believe. And
Tesla getting the scavenger unlock.
Looks like they're quitting out. I think this is fair enough.
Oh, that is brutal.
Normally,
they at least primed the echo.
Normally, quitting out isn't allowed, but I think that situation is ambiguous enough and annoying enough for us to make an exception and generally be fine with it. Though that'll slow Sheldon down quite considerably, especially because they've lost the karma required to meet the echo, I believe.
They might starve just so they're back at 5 karma. Or they could just eat this popcorn plant right here. Tesla coil might just be going to rest. All right, they're going to be locking in the scavenger unlock, which is going to reveal that they have someone in garbage waste. Luna is down below the scav merchant, and that they're going to do a spear ladder to climb back up. The question is, what are Luna and Tesla going to continue to do? Tesla, they could get bombs from the
treasury.
From the treasury, and clear out one of the tolls, mug 6, and then try and skedaddle to a shelter before a kill squad shows up.
I'd say the shoreline toll would probably be the best, and you could maybe get away with not killing all of them, though you can't do it in a single go because you can only grab 2 at a time. I've seen a strat where people throw a rock at the pearls, and they kind of like swing around on the string in a more convenient location for you to grab them, and that's a pretty neat strat to go for.
Tesla is keeping their eye on the colored pearls because they went out of their way to get another one from garbage wastes. Red shows that they've got one person in farm arrays as they pop that echo.
It truly is coming down to the steel pearls from scavenger toll. So, both blue and red could either win or lose based on this goal. This goal is enabling both of their bingos, which might decide the match here.
Dota getting the pole plant kill does block the center row bingo. And if they lose the race for the center tile, it's basically going to be a race for Mooncloak, which Tesla is in a pretty decent position to rush. But the question is Luna already on their way? They are kind of beelining left to right in garbage wastes.
I wonder if Red would be thinking of potentially baiting this idea and making Blue team kind of worried for nothing and try to spend time doing these long objectives while they get other stuff. But at the same time, both teams have to get this middle square because they need to prevent this bingo from happening for them to be able to win by majority.
Yeah, they have to get that. I mean, or they need to finish blocking off everyone else's bingos in another way. Red's the one that's the most boxed in right now because blue, though they don't have as many, have managed to block off every other square except for that center row.
Sheldon throws away the egg in indignation as soon as he sees that the eat newts has been locked in. Sheldon will 100% be able to store the spur puffs. Now the question is, with the current state of the board, that square isn't particularly in a more in a favorable position. Is the time spent? It's a
double block.
Well, I guess
it blocks the left column and the bottom part. It's still a really important block that Red needs to pull off. And then all that would leave is the diagonal.
Tesla
again, that comes down to that center square.
Now, will Tesla go for the steal? Tesla will just be going to Moon.
I think Tesla might be going to just do shoreline goals.
I think that's the reliable, more safe way of tackling the situation.
I mean, really it's safe. The problem is, Red is currently in the lead, 8-7. Red only has one bingo opportunity. Blue has a couple options, but they're kind of, by not really pressuring them, they're kind of leaving them to be blocked. So hopefully they're confident in being able to secure majority if they're not going for a bingo focus.
If Red is technically ahead, though, I think that position will quickly change because as soon as Tesla gets to shoreline, assume nothing goes wrong, he can get Cloak to Moon, enter Sub, and dodge Leviathan, all within this shoreline area, which will solidly put themselves in the lead, assuming that Dota will also be able to get their respective goals in Sky Islands.
We'll have to see. Luna might be pivoting to go into subterranean again, as they seem to have looped around to the drainage system entrance from garbage wastes, going in a very large circle.
Dota takes an unfortunate death. Not quite sure what happened. Dota made the jump, but unfortunately took his death. I have to wonder, Dota would surely be on the lookout and hunting the center wings, just to get this goal out of the way, so he doesn't have to worry about being in Skylands anymore, and perhaps a passage could be in order. Luna has...
You know what? Hold on, I need to double check something. Yeah! You know what? I wonder if Dota is gonna go to the subterranean top side, take a deer ride over to there, because there's a scavenged hole. It's technically a scavenged hole, but no scavengers show up there. Pearls, I think you could. If
You'd have to wiggle fly. No, they can't be detached from the string unless you grab them.
I see.
You'd have to quite literally wiggle fly, which I'm not sure if Dota can do, but if he can, it's definitely an option. Either that or
that would have been genius.
You starve Blight with a hand swap Squidcada, and then you steal the pearls. No one is doing that.
So what you're saying is there's a chance.
Yes. There is a chance. Tesla has the dehydrated jetfish, which will... apparently this dehydrated jetfish has like a really good... Like, he's friendly towards you and therefore fast because of it. Or the fastest there could be. I didn't know that that's how jetfish speed was kind of determined, but apparently that is the case.
I don't think Tesla has extended breath active.
Sure, Sheldon is locking in the Spore Puff goal. I'm really curious where Sheldon will go now.
Tesla slipped in that pipe right as the eel came out. That was almost dangerous. All right, blue only has one possible bingo angle left, and that is the diagonal.
Red also only has one possible bingo left, to being in the C column. So this is as much of a tie as one could get for now. They're very even.
Yeah, I think Tesla... I mean, everything could turn with a untimely death, but if Tesla focuses on getting the Cloak to Moon and then getting the Leviathan dodge, yeah, I think that's the better play here.
The board looks pretty even, but we as commentators know that Tesla is in a better geographical position to get goals comparatively to Red Team.
Oh, Luna... I don't know if Luna perished. I think Luna perished because that... No, they had to have shelter, but they're going back up. They seem to be going in circles and garbage waste.
You see, the bottom side of garbage waste is just the back rooms.
It is awful, and that is they're unfortunately stuck with the worst popcorn plant, where you have to do a whole song and dance, more of a dance and less song to get up to it.
Dota is heading towards farmers. Did not get the Centerwings pinned in Sky Islands. They might be thinking, oh, I'll just do that in farmers, but it is worth noting that it does specify Sky Islands.
Is Sheldon gonna throw the squid, mug the pearls?
Oh,
Sheldon's gonna go for grabbing the pearls. Oh, this is amazing. If they get away with this, this is gonna be a hilarious way to get the center square. There's like no scavengers. Oh, blood and ashes. They just have to get to a shelter. The scavengers skedaddled. Ooh. I mean, it's almost a blessing and a curse that Tesla is about to get the Cloak to Moon, because Red's not going to lose any time going for it. They can already pivot and work on other goals and aim for majority.
What would those other goals be? Where would Sheldon go after locking in the skull?
I think they need to get the Subterranean, the Newt, and they need to enter Subterranean. They need to get Dragon Slayer. They need to get points.
Wait, if you starve in a shelter, it still counts as you entering that shelter for passages purposes. Luna could still have a brain blast and go and passage back to that shelter and enter sub to secure that square.
If only you could fit a Newt egg in your stomach, in which case you could passage and then hatch the Newt and then take the Newt down to drop it in the void.
I was very confused for a second. I'm like, where is he going with this? Why do we need the Newt? Right,
hold on.
depths drop it. Tesla has delivered the cloak to Moon, which is very good.
Moon has firmly grasped it, and Tesla is going to go away and not help Moon get dressed. Very rude.
She can dress herself.
Dota...
Going back
is Dota not have enough karma?
I don't know. I don't see why he would... Yeah, for sure. Though I have to wonder... Yeah, it's very confusing. They either A, didn't have enough karma, or B, realized that the pinning Senowings has to be in Skylands. Because there are Senowings in farm arrays, but the goal specifies that it has to be in Skylands.
Yeah, they need to finish doing that. They might have thought for some reason that it was pinned in different regions, so they weren't focused on finishing it in Sky Islands.
Maybe. That would be very, very likely. Because otherwise, I don't see why they would be sheltering in that specific place. Luna heading
Sheldon
to Shoreline.
Yeah. Luna is going to... Yeah, Tesla just popped it. Sheldon, with a counterattack, popping that center square. Both teams being dealt a grievous wound at the same time.
Oh, passage from Sheldon.
Pulling a passage. That's an excellent play. Sheldon needs to go far away and really
back to farm
finishing things off.
Back to farm race.
So now that neither team can achieve bingo, it's the first team to 13 squares, aka majority. Red is in the lead, 10 to 8. But it's not as clear as it seems, because again, Tesla is pretty much the only person right now. Luna could snipe the Leviathan dodge out from beneath his feet.
That I feel like that's the best bet. So here's the thing: Red could, Luna could steal the Leviathan, and could pass it to that shelter near sub and get 2 squares that way. Or alternatively, Tesla does get to the Leviathan dodge and then heads towards Subterranean. In the meantime, Dota pins the Senowing, and they get a win. So it really is anyone's games. It's just a matter of whether or not they realize their options and if they are able to execute them.
Yeah, I feel like it's going to be a big deal if Dota... honestly, I feel like if you're Dota, not only do you get the pins in Sky Islands, you kind of make sure you get the Dragon Slayer and points goals. Because I feel like Dota has done the most murdering on their team, and is likely, because the regions they've passed through, likely the closest to getting Dragon Slayer.
You'd surely just focus on the Colored Pearls goal being the most immediate goal you could go for. I believe Dota had a lot of progress towards it, but I think he should be like around 4 or 5 out of 6, and then he could passage into another region that he had not gotten a pearl from.
I don't know how much Dota has been paying attention to get pearls. Tesla's kind of been the one going out of their way to get a bunch of pearls.
Dota has been going for them. Yeah. Dota has also been going for them. I can't tell other than crunchiness, but I do believe that they've had quite a substantial amount of progress. Luna has taken a pretty safe shelter. There could be a Leviathan in this very next room as soon as you get to Jetfish out that they could potentially snipe this out of.
Tesla might be going to sub rather than bothering with Leviathan?
There's technically a sub in Leviathan, though. I hate that guy. He never exists when you want it. Sheldon? I have to... Where is Sheldon going? Is he trying
Tesla's
to go to
backtracking to
Skyland?
Shade? Hmm.
Tesla? What? Shaded? Shaded Citadel? No. He's going somewhere else. Okay, he's not going to Shaded.
I mean, the only reason to climb up there is if you're either getting bubbleweed. Oh, he's going for the colored pearl. He's gonna go for the shoreline colored pearl.
This is a weird double dipping of blue team yet again of conflicting goals, but I suppose it is good. I don't. Did he get the color pearl from Moon's chamber? Never mind. He's not. What? I guess he's just going to sub.
I'm a liar.
He's just going to sub. He's going to sub.
Well, JK, runners are trolling the commentators.
JK, lol.
Funny, funny guys, peoples.
Luna is currently looking for the Leviathan. Does not appear to be in this room right now.
Found an eel lizard, which is like a Leviathan if you like shrink it down.
If Leviathan is a big eel in the code, then surely you can just get the goal here.
It's Leviathan light.
Yeah. Less hydraulic press. More natural. Less mechanic.
Yeah, instead of hydraulic press, you have like one of those little torque wrenches.
It's like a nutcracker.
Yeah.
But instead, it's a Slugcat cracker.
Sheldon's definitely going to subterranean. Now these, I'm surprised they're not killing these baby centipedes. Yeah, centipedes.
Yeah.
Because baby centipedes give you a surprising amount of points.
For how
you don't
easy
need
they
to do
are
a lot
kill.
to get a kill.
Yeah. 4 per, which is quite a lot. Yeah, I do agree.
There's a lot of
Especially
centipede spawns.
A lizard is like 7 points, so it's half a lizard, which is crazy. A little over half a lizard, actually. To be specific. I have to wonder why Sheldon is going to sub this way, because I feel like the easiest way to get to sub, if you just want to enter it, period, would be in drainage. And also, once Sheldon gets the sub, they've used their passage. They're gonna be stranded.
Yeah. Oh, they touched another colored pearl. That's probably why they went that route.
But not quite enough to finish it off. Looks like Dota has finally been able to finalize.
Finally. And it looks like they're passaging?
Back to industrial, and then likely going to, I'm gonna assume, get the last color pearls that he needs to get for that square.
Yeah, I gotta assume either colored pearls or maybe they need a green lizard kill to get Dragon Slayer, or both.
I know you're believing in this Dragon Slayer, but I don't think they've been actively going for it.
They have at least a blue, pink, white kill. If they don't have an orange lizard kill, I'm going to wag my finger at them angrily.
Angrily.
Maybe
Tesla, he would just
sub.
Yeah, he's actually entering sub. I wonder. This will surely make Sheldon. Sheldon is like going to. Sheldon is going to Sky Islands for color pearls, surely, because this is not the way to sub.
Yeah, Luna saw the Leviathan, but doesn't have a jetfish, and the Leviathan might be swimming away, which is a problem.
Dota could also kind of use the treasury to use explosive spheres to grind out points. This blue lizard is in the middle of the toll, just kind of vibing. No one cares. Okay, Sheldon has speared the blue lizard.
Tesla locking in, entering subterranean. If I was red team, I'm going to start sweating.
Has Tesla used their passage?
I don't believe so. I believe Tesla has avoided
then we're going to see that be used. Surely he goes back to Shoreline to dodge a Leviathan. I think is like the most immediate thing he could try and do. Looks like he does have the passage, but will choose to press continue anyway.
The game is tied up 10-10.
Wow.
Ooh.
We're actually gonna see this whole board be filled out, more or less.
It might seem like it. It's still anybody's game. It's just the question of who has the points, who has the colored
The-
pearls, who has the Dragon Slayer progress, who is gonna have to shuffle a newt down to the bloody void.
No, don't say that. No. I don't want to see that goal be got. That's gonna be miserable infiltration,
I
even with
am
Neuron
going
Glow.
to cry because everyone would rather take a newt to the depths pit than get Moon's cloak, and this kills my soul.
Oh wow! That Caramel Lizard went for the kill, but looks like Dota was able to scoot past. Dota is going for this
Oh,
Caramel kill. If they're going
not
for this
even
Caramel
bothering with
kill,
an explosive spear to do it.
yeah, they don't even need it. Looks like you might be 100% right. If they're going out of the way to kill this Caramel, I imagine it's not just for the points, but also for Dragon Slayer. You have to imagine they're looking at that because there's only 5 goals left on the board, and so they have to be thinking of that.
They're baiting out the camo lizard.
Tesla committing to sub has to only, it has to mean that they're thinking about points, which is kind of strange to me. If you are in a if you're in a race to get goals, you'd expect to go back into Shoreline to just get the Leviathan goal, but I guess Tesla just believes that it would be too unreliable to go for.
Maybe. We have seen teams waste a lot of time hunting around for a Leviathan, and sometimes end up costing them the game because of it. So focusing more on goals that are maybe longer, perhaps, but are more stable in being acquired. Oh, they got
Oh
short
no.
cow!
I think he stabbed the
You hate to
kelp,
see
but
it.
it didn't flinch enough to stop him from being grabbed. Looks like
Monk
Dota
damage.
sheltered.
What is it?
Dota sheltered with the Camel Lizard kill locked in and has not gotten Dragon
Still
Slayer,
doesn't
so
have it.
they must be close if you're correct. They might be missing maybe one
They
or
might be missing
two
a pink
lizards.
lizard. Because I've
That
seen
would
them
be...
kill a blue and a white.
Luna is going for this color pearl for the love of the game, unless they believe that Leviathans can actually spawn in this room.
Yes, they can. Is truly cursed. Sheldon's entering Sky Islands. I don't know how well that's going to be. I mean, they're on the left side, so they are pretty close to all the colored pearls that the oyster of Sky Islands be.
It's going to be a race between Dota and Sheldon. I imagine Dota has only one color pearl missing, and that will be the Chimney Canopy color pearl that will be able to be gotten. In the meantime...
Perhaps.
Oh. Tesla is still going to go for the points. Now it's going to be a slow, drawn-out game now, as both teams kind of go for these longer-term objectives that they've been so helplessly trying to avoid, but now reality is hitting them in the face with, you must go to the depths drop room with a newt. No.
Yeah, we have hit the 1 hour mark, so if the time runs out, players will be in overtime and finish their current cycle, and then whoever has the majority then will win the game. Hopefully they're not still tied when that happens.
They still have 29 minutes of suffering to go through until we get to the discussion of whether or not we tie by timeout.
Tesla looking for maybe the subterranean Leviathan?
Doesn't seem like he's interested.
Dota trying to do more swag movement, a crawl, turn, wall climb. Oh, they get it. Watch them move up that wall. Whoop.
That was pretty clean.
Albino Leviathan. Oh, is it going to bite him?
Leviathan
is it guaranteed albino?
Yeah.
In Subvert Superstructure, there is one that can be... Oh, no.
Oh, Jetfish? He has a Jetfish there, right? that he can
It
grab?
looks like
Or
there
is
is a
that... What
jetfish,
is that?
but I think the Leviathan is leaving. Or it moved off away from him.
Oh, looks like the tendrils. Yeah, it seems like he
Oh.
might be satiated, perhaps? I'm not too sure. Sheldon is still going for these color pearls.
Oh, they're getting the yellow lizard kill.
True, for both points and the Dragon Slayer.
Tesla might be sheltering on the right side, so maybe trying to get the Leviathan at the beginning of the cycle.
There's a color
Dota
pearl
is
over
going for the
this
pink
way.
kill. Oh no, Dota!
No, they're gonna have to go through the
Oh.
chimney gate again. There is a color pearl near Testicle, though I have to imagine that he's not one away from the color pearl. Because if he was, he would probably be...
He'd probably get it.
Tesla has a passage still. Tesla is probably the most important person right now in this game with the ability to both use a passage and go back to Shoreline, or anywhere on the map, really. He'll likely decide on how this game goes.
Oh. Pins and needles, pins and needles. Luna struggling to try and bring that jetfish up. Monk isn't exactly the strongest of Scugs. I don't think they're gonna really be able to do it. Sheldon still doesn't have the colored.
Yeah, with Dota taking this death, it might make this comeback more real for Sheldon. If Sheldon is like 1 or 2 away, he can realistically get this before Dota, I believe. Because there's one on the way to Saint spawn, and there's another quick one that you can get as you leave from left to right towards Chimney Canopy. That is fairly reasonable to get as well. I have to wonder, like, Luna also got this color pearl, which is neat, I suppose, but I'm not sure if they'll actually be able to get all the color pearls in time.
Yeah, I don't know if they're like both focusing on it just for whoever gets it. I think it'd be better if one of them, whoever was closest, was focusing on it and the other person's focusing on something else. Because Luna still has the dodged Leviathan they haven't locked in, which is giving Tesla an opportunity to steal it away after not getting it in a shoreline themselves. Although
there is an argument for redundancy on certain objectives where it is kind of worth for both people to go for the same objective if it is. Oh, Sheldon has it. Sheldon will be able to lock it in before Dota. This is a huge upset.
This is gonna be brutal.
That death really
Leviathan
was...
has showed up. Tesla has the dodge, except the dodge was right into the mouth, the opposite direction they need to go. So they're gonna have to run that back and try and not be a meal.
Dota will likely have to pivot into Dragon Slayer now.
Now, if you are Sheldon, where's your move from here?
It has to either be grinding points or working
Sheldon
on
only
Dragon
has
Slayer.
2 pips, I believe, for Dragon Slayer.
Well, you can... So he got orange lizards for sure because we saw that happen. Now, in Chimney, there's quite literally enough there. And then you drop down to Industrial, and that's... You get... So he has orange lizard. You can get white, blue, green, pink, and caramel all within that area. So it's like pick your poison for lizards, and I'm sure he'll be able to get it that way. Now, it's a question between does he grind points or does he just go for the Dragon Slayer?
Oh, Dota failed. The pink lizard went into its den and it didn't die. Dota is having the worst luck with getting this pink lizard kill, and it's going to be suffering if that's the last one he needs.
There's other pink lizards in Chimney that he can go for, but it is unfortunate that he lost this one. Surely he can go and nab an explosive spear and make his life a little easier.
Oh
no! Did he shelter in Chimney? I think he might have skipped the shelter again.
Tesla being chased by the Leviathan, but it lost interest.
This might be good for Dota, because in Industrial, you'll have an easier time killing the lizards that you need. There's white, there's blue, there's a pink, there's a green, there's a caramel. There's plenty of variety in industrial. So surely, if Dota has killed an orange lizard, he can get the last ones here. I hope he's
He
not
just needs to
tunnel vision on
actually
chimney.
get it.
Okay, so he's not tunnel vision on chimney, so that's good. Riding the vulture.
Which is also how many points does he need?
Looks like
Okay, he's
green lizard is the
fighting a
next
green
one.
lizard. Really
Not
rough
quite.
to do that. Honestly, the treasury has an explosive spear. I mean,
Just makes it just makes everything a little bit more reasonable, especially because there's a green and the caramel on the way to garbage waste, I believe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's already got the caramel, so he only needs the green.
Oh yeah, true. He did get the caramel. Well, the green lizard is close to the industrial treasury anyway, so it's a lot less risky than this.
Oh, he found a second spear, so now he can machine gun. Just needs to get into a good position on this green lizard.
Looks like he'll be able to get the kill safely here.
Yep. And the question is, how many pips away? Ooh, that wasn't the final one.
Sheldon is grinding points. You would have to imagine that Sheldon can think about the fact that he can go to chimney, and because he didn't get the echo's still there, and you can vulture cheese to get the last points.
There is not a lot of vultures for monk.
Are there not 3? Let me actually check.
The canopy. There are 3, but they're just normal vultures.
Which is still better than grinding.
And he doesn't have a grub to call them down. Oh no, Dota! Oh. I guess the blue lizard flinched. They're taking these lizard fights in some very dangerous locations.
They're desperately trying to find this Leviathan. Leviathan's there. I feel like
it keeps showing up.
So this is an interesting thought. What do you think, Dreki? This Leviathan is, so there's one Leviathan sub, one Leviathan in Shoreline. This Leviathan is hard to deal with, but you can reliably know that it's always in this room. Do you go for this one, or do you go back to Shoreline and try your luck there?
I would say the Shoreline. Simply because, I mean, killing those salamanders for points while going back and forth is still pretty rough. Sheldon's making a mistake with these centipedes. The trick is you don't eat the full, so you can grab, take one bite, drop it.
True.
And that's how you can farm them. I think the problem with Tesla is if they were in Shoreline, they also could have gone to Submerged if they really wanted to force Leviathans.
Submerged. Look.
If
SMH.
It's a rough spot to be in. Leviathan's just a rough place because if you're in Shoreline, there's so many zones they can be in. They could possibly be in. At least this one, it's always going to be showing up for Tesla, but there's still the dodging it. And it's more like getting it to follow because it doesn't seem like Tesla Coil's been making use of, because like there's one spot where you can dangle off of a pole just out of reach where it won't bite you, but it will still be close enough to count as dodging. Tesla's been constantly swimming in the water.
I don't see where else they would be swimming. Haha. Now, Dota. I checked. I checked. I checked Dota's during the sleep screen. He is one lizard away from Dragon Slayer. I do not know which lizard it is. I just know that there's one pip missing.
I see. Definitely seems like Dota and Sheldon are focusing on combat Wombat first and foremost. All right, Tesla got the dodged into the mouth again. Oops. Caramel spinning
Caramel
itself
lizard.
off the edge.
Classic caramel lizard. Also did a vault, which was very fun. Vulture on Luna's screen. That is
Dota tried to get a little
unfortunate.
too fancy.
So we both see one person on each team are trying to get the Dodge Leviathan, and the other is either grinding points or the Dragon Slayer. Which is, in all honesty, this looking at this board, it makes total sense that these are the last goals. I like that no one is considering the drop the newts in the depths.
If one
If
team
it
can get
was,
both points, I feel like it's going to be a victory because it's going to take so long to do the newt.
if it was like drop a centipede, it might have been a little bit more reasonable. Also, I think the jetfish collided with the vulture hard enough and died.
Jetfish are quite murderable. Yeah,
A
the problem is
violent
there's
fish
no
grind.
newts in Subterranean. You have to go. The only newts you can get is from top side.
Yeah, I was thinking like
Or
maybe
hope that they
Luna
come
could
down to you.
passage to that one shelter
deer
next to
ride.
sub, but then where would you get the newt? So it's a little unfortunate. So what's the
Well, there's the
count
SB
right
top
now?
side, but it's again you have to not only get it, you still have to bring it down through the tunnels and drop it. Oh, Tesla survives the jump. Tesla survives
That
the
is
jump.
huge.
He just has to get back to the shelter. Oh,
No,
this could be...
no!
Oh no!
Dodges a second time for the love of the game. His heart must be racing. He dodged the Leviathan twice now.
Ain't nothing about it. Meanwhile, Luna trying to avoid vulture bites, probably trying to psych themselves up to dodge a Leviathan.
Joda killing this blizzard, likely for points, because I can only assume. And then there goes the spear into the wall.
Yeah.
So the wall, unfortunately, does not give points, even if you try and.
Yeah,
stop it.
if the walls gave points, I think Dota would have murdered a couple, and they would have been pretty good terms.
Now this is gonna put the game in a really awkward spot in a really awkward spot.
All right,
where,
there's sport.
Yep, where both teams are gonna be at 11, which is the newt goal is approaching, and it's gonna hurt
Sheldon
you.
perished.
No.
On the other hand, Luna can stop suffering, trying to get this Leviathan.
Where would you
that's
go?
one bright side.
If you're Luna, what do you do?
Oh, blue locked in Dragon Slayer 2.
It's down to the points goal.
It's points.
Really, it's points.
It's points,
Dota...
or it's going to be newt. If red gets points,
Yeah.
it comes to a newt race. Take out your Vuzuvelas, because it might do.
The funny thing is that, like you said, we go into overtime if they're tied up, and the overtime in question would be drop a newt into the depths pit. Leave for the love of God, spare us!
Yo, dog, I heard you liked overtime, so we overtimed your overtime.
We're gonna go
I feel
overtime
like...
until we're gonna go over the next game.
Yeah. I think Tesla really... I think Tesla has the passage. They really should have used it, because there is no eggs in Subterranean for Monk.
Are there just newts out and about in sub?
In topside. I don't think they're gonna wander down. I'm just kind of looking through some of the nearby areas. So pipe yard will be a no. Drainage is going to be a no.
So right now, realistically, it's either A, Sheldon gets the goal. Sheldon has the points. Sheldon has the points. No, no! Sheldon! I saw Sheldon pop up with There's a newt! There's a newt on Sheldon!
Oh, it's Sheldon!
It's cinema!
Oh,
Sheldon
hasn't sheltered. Sheldon hasn't sheltered. Oh no, Sheldon!
If Sheldon is careful...
Sheldon's risky for the bisky.
Wait, Sheldon might be able to... Ah! I want to scream! But wait.
This is gonna be what a wild game!
I mean, it's gonna be
Oh!
so weird because it's not as if blue team is in a bad position for the goal either. Tesla could go up and get the newt, and also Dota can go and hatch the newt from industrial or go to outskirts and find a random newt somewhere to then go into drainage into sub, and that can be still a fairly close race. So it's not as if blue is out of the game when Sheldon locks us in, which he will lock us in. God help us.
If Tesla is super
No,
lucky
the
and
newt will be
somehow-
consumed! The newt! It's dead! It's gonna be consumed! But I think there's more newts coming into the shelter, actually. I think
they might get saved.
Oh my god. I'm gonna lose it. I'm going to lose it.
I'm not sure what Tesla's plan is because you can't, like, even if they saved here, you can't passage with a newt.
They do have a newt. They do have a newt. Grab the newt before it
Oh.
escapes! Oh!
They've got rations.
Grab the extra newt. Eat the other newt. Not okay, sure. Okay, so Sheldon right now is the most promising contender. They have they have sheltered with the newts in the shelter, so he doesn't have to go out of his way to find one every time he fails. So he's in a better position to go for this. He just has to go through farm race.
And some deer rides.
Anyway, how has your day been, Drake?
It's been wild. This is the second game so far today. And we started with Artificer, now we're at Monk. Kind of almost the two extremes on the violence scale. I think this is going to be real nice for Red Team. Because this is their second game today. So they're probably feeling some of the pressure, but they probably also have warmed up quite a bit and got that fire in their scuggy belly to get that victory.
They're gonna do the very chill goal of a race to drop. I would never be
Sigma?
one. Like I would never want to be. What's up?
You know what we forgot?
What?
We forgot about Outer Expanse. Does Monk have a nearby newt in Outer? Is that where Tesla's going?
There's no way. No, you can't just drop Outer Expanse out of nowhere. No.
No,
no newts in Outer Expanse.
I swear there was newts in Outer Expanse.
Maybe, but
crazy?
I think further in. I think there are. Wait, you know what? We have the time. Might as well go and check.
I'm not seeing any.
You
I
know
might just
what?
be going crazy here.
It's surely for. Oh no! I see him. It's in OE Ruin 03. It's like close to the start, on the way up to like the connection of the rails. You see? So you know the main entrance where you like climb around. It's kind of there. So there are some there. And OE Ruin 18 also has 6 baby newts. So that's okay. So no, shut up. Outer Expanse isn't real. No. Shush you. Shush you.
It would be the. Oh no, Dota got slurped. Each of those deaths is going to cost so much. Time is of the essence, because essentially it is coming down to time.
I mean, it is down to time, but I feel like even in the best case scenario where Sheldon is in currently the best possible spot for this goal, going infiltration, you could die to moles, you could die to sub, you could, I don't know, you can die to so many things, and that'll slow you down and allow the others to catch up. Well, so this is truly anyone's game.
Yeah, but blue needs. Oh, is Sheldon? Did Sheldon get a gooey duck? Where did he get a gooey duck? Okay, so this is free low.
Probably. Though, is it the? I think, don't they just slurp the newt?
No, it's in his hand.
I thought they would steal the newt away from his hands. Okay, I guess not.
I think that's only
That's
Kelp.
good. Yeah,
As
Kelp
long as
yeah.
he crouches and continues moving.
This is a very cool. This is really cool to see. It's not often that you see the GUI duck tech being used. You have to.
Yeah.
So here's a fun fact for you, chat. If you want to replicate this, you have. It's recommended for you to go and be holding the GUI duck and be crouched. You gotta crouch walk. If you stand up, the wormgrass is more likely to kill you for some reason. Even while doing this method.
The GUI duck AoE is not very large.
Dota has a newt.
Yeah, he has a newt, but he still has to traverse all of farm arrays.
No drainage. You would go.
Good point. But still, Sheldon has. I mean, it's Sheldon. He still has to get through filtration.
It's
and then get back in
game.
shelter. It really is anybody's game. Personally, I'm rooting for Tesla to be going to Outer Expanse and just backdoor this because I didn't even think about that until just a bit ago.
Draki, if you're
like,
Luna,
why isn't he passaging?
If you're Luna, Draki, what do you do?
I make my way downtown because there's no reason not to. And at the very least, it's just practice navigating.
Because I don't blame Luna here. It's like they legit are in no position to really contest, but Luna, I guess they would go for this anyway because
like,
I mean,
Luna got stuck in some circles, but they still got some very important squares because like literally every single square has mattered for players. Yes. So no one has, like, everyone's pulling their weight. You know, everyone's been contributing. This has not been a blowout situation. Oh god, the vultures! No!
The vulture. Do you think Luna could actually passage through that one shelter next to sub, and then similarly to what Tesla is doing, trying to figure out a way to get a newt?
I was rooting for Outer Expanse.
Wait,
Tesla made me a liar.
My mind is exploding. Tesla has gone to industrial.
I'm going to perish. Well,
I mean, to be fair, this is realistically just a fight between Sheldon and Dota.
Yeah, now it's a fight between Sheldon and Dota. I was rooting for Tesla to.
Yes, the racing to the Outer Expanse detour to. Oh my!
It would have been styling though.
Wait, you know what would actually be extra fire? You go to Outer Expanse, you get the newt, but you don't go backtrack into sub. You take the outskirts connection, and then you go drainage.
Unfortunately, that wouldn't work.
Oh, because, right, no, it doesn't
it's
work.
A
yeah, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck. My goated idea.
It would have been fantastic. Alas, just not to pass. Sheldon,
it was like
close.
It was like a free use version of your idea, copyright infringement.
Tesla's going for the egg up in industrial, I assume.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're gonna have to pass through farm arrays anyway. I feel like you could get a newt there.
I was praying.
Unless he's also going for drainage.
I was praying. I was on my hands and knees that it wouldn't have come to this.
You know what? You could have instead had a get moon cloak, you know? But no, you had to drop newt down the pit. And look what happened. People are dropping newts down pits.
Hey, if the grab the cloak was here, then that would mean that you would have to get the cloak first before delivering it to moon.
No. The cloak will spawn just fine.
What? There would be 2 cloaks?
Yes. It's sort of like the rarefaction, how the rarefaction cell for Rivulet spawns the rarefaction for them. The grab cloak goal actually will only trigger if you grab the cloak while in like the cloak room itself. So that's why they can both exist at the same time.
Oh, I thought
and grabbing it.
I remember Shrub mentioning that both work, but you had to go and grab the cloak first to then deliver it. But I guess it works like that.
I wasn't smart enough to. I felt like that would have been too punishing to have it that way.
It would be extra annoying for sure. But I suppose it would just cost the passage back into Shoreline with the cloak from there. The Blue Lizard gang harassing
Sheldon
Tesla.
has made it past the centipede zone and is getting to filtration. The question is if they're going to take a shelter or if they're going to try and full send it. I think they're going to full send it.
Envision this, Draki. You're Sheldon. You've just had a game of Artificers today. You want to, like, just, holy crap, I want to relax, and now you're here, and now you're trying to drop a newt in the depths pit. What must Sheldon be feeling right now?
Well, they didn't start at the bottom, but they're making their way down there. I would have taken a safety save, because I think, like, the longer they go without a shelter, like, the more hazardous a death is. And, like, if Sheldon perishes right now, and having not taken any safety saves, Dota is positioned to catch up.
Yes, but if that happens, then all the more time I have with you, Draki.
Well, it's only more like 2 minutes and change, because time. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if time is up.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if time is up. You realize the problem now. It doesn't matter.
I'm trapped. I'm trapped. Help! I'm blinking. I'm blinking twice. I'm blinking twice.
That's why I was so concerned about this. You're like, oh, it can go to time. No, it doesn't matter if it goes to time. The goal needs to be done.
All right. Sheldon has yoked the noodle. The noodle will now ascend into a godlike doot, but Sheldon must rest. And the newt will be a problem for Saint.
You know what? To be fair, if Sheldon gets it right here, I'm gonna be not only extremely surprised and happy that he got it before the time limit was up, but also I was expecting a lot more friction for this goal. But I suppose the mole lizards are more chill with Monk anyway.
Yep.
It's not as if you have to deal with spitter spiders.
Dota died, though they did take the safety save. Unfortunately, unless Sheldon gets got, it's their game to lose now. I feel like if you're Sheldon right now, you are sweating bullets. You're checking the map every second to find out where those mole lizards are. You're constantly having a rock and a spear. You're taking the safetiest of safety paths.
Though it is worth noting that because you're Monk, you can't be lethally bit. So there's a little extra safety that might not seem like it.
Sheldon is making noise to lure the mole lizards away from where they want to go.
And the shelter's right there. Come on.
So close to the shelter.
Bring it home, Sheldon.
Hopefully something doesn't RKO out of nowhere.
The humble rent centipede inside the shelter.
Almost exactly 1 hour, 30 minutes, and a chunk of change. But Red Team is going to lock this in with a victory by majority. 13-12. GG.
GG's to Red Team. What a nightmare of a game. That was really fun to watch.
Absolutely brutal. This is Rain World Bingo, y'all. There is triumph. There is tragedy. Tragedy. They had their strategies.
Tragedy and strategy. Both.
Tragedy and strategy. Oh, this was
a really good match because I feel like the only grievance I had with the match was perhaps the entering sub from Luna might have been missed, but otherwise I think everyone else was like basically neck and neck. Each they were doing their own thing, sniping each other, and it was a really, really good match.
Yeah, I'm really glad that ended up not being like the key loss for Red, because Luna was like they were. Oh, and it was just, and they ended up like looping through drainage. I imagine if you're Luna, you're probably gonna try and familiarize yourself with the drainage and garbage.
And gotta get the coaching on hand.
We had great movement. We had great schmovement. Murder occurred. Skugs died, and then they lived again. Unfortunately, no one went to submerged superstructure, so I can only give the game a E-.
The shout of Outer Expanse was absolutely deranged, so I'm happy I was here for that.
I'm so sad that didn't happen.
What?
But
Yes, the 7-minute detour. Wait, I'm being way too nice. That's probably longer than 7.
well, if you have not been satiated with 2 Rain World Bingo games, would you believe it that there is a 3rd game coming up today?
Can you believe it?
Yeah,
Another
just
bingo
a couple
game.
hours.
Just a couple hours away. But we have been here long enough. This was a really good game. Very satisfying, very intense. A lot of a roller coaster of emotions. I am pretty happy.
All right, this is Drucky signing off. See you later.
And this is Sigma. Farewell. We'll catch you next time in a couple hours. Bye bye.